Falter XV. Falter XV is an indie American VTuber who created their Twitch channel on September 28, 2015. I am aware that their inclusion in this video will likely paint a target on my back, as they apparently still go after people who criticize them and/or include their art, voice, or content. But considering how they're banned from making new copyright claims by the Copyright Claims Board until December 2026, I could really care less. The controversy would occur on March 24, 2024, when an individual known as Noobster9919 would post a massive 97-page document. The document would later get taken down after getting mass reported, and to my knowledge, no archives of this document exist, with Wayback Machine even refusing to provide snapshots of the document due to it allegedly violating terms of service. However, a VTuber by the name of Adora would provide a link to a VOD where she would go over the document in detail. Massive thanks to her, which I'll provide a separate copy of in the description. The document would go over a lot of various allegations, such as derogatory remarks towards different communities, ban evading numerous times on different platforms, lying about a restraining order, and other claims, though the major points that would be made were that Falter would allegedly aggressively harass other individuals, artificially inflate his Twitch metrics through view bots and follow bots, doxing other users, and filing false DMCA claims against videos that paint Falter in a negative light. Adora would state that, after the document was released, Falter allegedly deleted a significant amount of evidence that was linked in the document. A user by the name of Bambi Wambi would post their own document that would support Noobster's document, especially focusing on the alleged artificial inflation, to which it would also get taken down, along with their YouTube channel as well. Similar harassment would occur with many other individuals who would speak out, such as indie VTuber Fliplight stating that they're still facing harassment and DMCA claims from Falter to this day, and content creator IKEA facing harassment as well. As of this video, Falter is still active on YouTube and Twitch, with recent YouTube comments and posts still talking about Flip and IKEA. As previously mentioned, Falter is currently banned from making copyright claims by the Copyright Claims Board until December 2026, though allegedly, they have tried evading this ban through impersonating family members. If this video gets taken down, I'll leave interpreting the reason to you guys. Adora Bunny. Adora Bunny is an indie American VTuber who debuted on June 11th, 2023, and was part of an indie group known as Project STEM. The controversy would occur on August 6, 2025, when a VTuber known as Radioactive VT would post a massive 93-page document. I went over this document in a bit more detail on a previous video, which I'll link to, but to summarize, Radio went through extensive psychological abuse and slander campaigns from Adora for over 2 months, which led to immense damage to Radia's mental health, relationships, financial situation, and an attempt at ending her own life. After the document was released, statements from those mentioned in the document, such as Alicia X Life and Pomado Master, and those who had their own experiences with Adora, such as Sylvie Spark and Marina, also known as Sweaty Goth Mom, would start coming out, with Adora herself saying that she needed time to create her own response. While most supported Radia, some would initially express skepticism over alleged misinformation, and some would attempt to mark Radia's statement as disingenuous by pointing out certain information in her doc. Adora would release her own response on August 9, 2025, with her own 47-page Google Doc. The response consisted of trying to clarify her own side while pointing out some untrue statements that came from Radia, such as attempts from Radia to reconcile being allegedly dubious. She would also include recordings of private calls, such as the Project STEM confrontation, and the final call with Radia and Laserpig. This would be met with an overwhelmingly negative response from the community, as well as some would say that both Radia and Adora are not perfect people in this situation. Adora's release of the calls and attempt at damage control was viewed as a worse version of Cinder's apology. After Adora's document was released, Alicia posted a brief statement where she would deviate from Adora and Radia, and Pomado Master would release her own statement, where she would apologize to Radia for her behavior during Project STEM, and would condemn Adora's elitist behavior. As of this video, Adora has stepped away from content creation, with her last stream being on August 4th, 2025. Her TikTok page is empty, and her YouTube channels have not posted any videos since the response, though her merch page on Neontastic is still up. There is a scheduled stream on August 16th which claims to have Radia as a guest, though judging how she hasn't streamed on previously scheduled streams, it's unlikely that she'll stream on the 16th as well. Bunny GIF. Bunny GIF was an indie American VTuber who debuted on June 3, 2020. The controversy would occur on March 17, 2022, when an individual known as Lena Laser would post both a Twit longer statement and a YouTube video, where she would discuss her experience working with Bunny starting around November of 2017. The idea was that, in exchange for taking full financial risk for production, Bunny would market their product, a Bunny GIF figure, when pre-orders were up, and allow them to stream the process behind making the figure to further promote it, to which Bunny agreed to do. Upon being ready for pre-orders, Bunny would initially not post about the promotion, but would later do so. though she would delete them not long after. Eventually, the project would get cancelled, as it would turn out that Bunny was going on a massive slandering campaign against Lena and her business, to the point where Lena took time off to pay her debt of $20,000. Additionally, the twitlonger would include several instances of harassment and slander towards other individuals in the cosplaying community, specifically in a cosplayer group known as Cherry Bombs. Screenshots of interactions between Bunny and other cosplayers of the group would showcase harassment, manipulation, passive aggressiveness, and other red flags. Bunny would post 3 separate statements as a result of her allegations, along with other allegations that came out. The first one being a Google Doc on March 18th containing a passive response to Lena's twitlonger by going over each point made, and providing clarifications and admissions when she felt that they were needed. The second one being a twitlonger the next day, containing a full-on apology to Lena and other individuals involved. The third one being another twitlonger on March 22nd, containing a counter statement to Lena's twitlonger and various other individuals who spoke out against Bunny, including the allegations of sexually assaulting others in real life. This would be the statement where the infamous "apology here" placeholder would be seen. After these statements were made, the VTubing community was generally not convinced, which led to Bunny being ousted as a result. As of this video, Bunny GIF has ditched her VTuber persona and is focusing on her IRL content, now known as Bunny IU, where she focuses on ASMR content and promoting her fansly. While she has mentioned before how she considered going back into VTubing, it generally wouldn't be the best course of action for her given this controversy.